Okay guys, Bondo here. We're at the job site on the pond here that we're building. And we're just cleaning the footer off. We backfilled all around the footer, outside and inside. We got our perimeter drains and all that in the other day. We took a couple days off for the weekend and now we're back at it. We're just gonna clean the footer real good. We didn't wet set the dowels in this footer because we had to get in here. As you can see on the video, we had to wheelbarrow stone and everything in here because you can't get around this site. There's literally like no room to work around this thing, so we're just gonna drill our dowels in and build this thing. So right now we're just cleaning the footers off. We're gonna scrape them off good and sweep them. That's what we're doing. Stay tuned, we're gonna be laying some ICF blocks. I'll try to show you a couple things that I haven't showed you in some other videos. And that's what we're doing. Here comes the mud! Hey, Frank! Mud's here, buddy. Get your boots on. Here's the mud. Mud's here. Here comes the mud. That's what I hear. Here comes the mud. Here guys is squaring up the building. We just set a couple of NUDURAs here in the corners and we're pulling our diagonals. Is that level? Because it doesn't really look it. Is that pretty level? All right. So we got to remeasure this. We put two NUDURA. Show them how you put two NUDURA on the corner. Now we're pulling our diagonals. We're gonna make sure we're at 48 feet wide.
How much did you move that, Ron?
Well, I'll just give you the mark again. I'm on 2 inches. So 48.2. Pull it tight, you're loose. There you go.
Right there.
So, only reason we're doing this is so we can measure over that dirt pile right there. See the dirt in the middle? This is kind of giving us something we can pull our diagonals on. Keep filming to us.
Yep.
That's what we had there.
Double check. Remember me. I'm videoing here, bud. We gotta show the steps.
Okay.
What'd you say it was? 68.3?
60 foot, 3 inches.
60 foot, 3 inches. Don't yell at me.
It's got a very aggressive tone.
He's a yeller.
Yeah.
Up an 8.
Oh,
An 8?
yeller.
We're 16th out of square.
We're 16th out of square. So basically we just get the two diagonals to be the same. Now we can snap more lines going this way, and then we know this piece is square. Those walls are gonna follow suit with the square, and then we're gonna do the garage later. But we're gonna get this section built first. That's what we're doing. You know what I'm saying, Tuna?
Yep.
Get her done. Okay, we got some lines on the footer, and these guys are clipping them together. There's our line, our chalk line. Jay's putting his clips in. 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top. Like that. These bottom ones are upside down from these ones. These ones go down that way. The other ones on the bottom go up. And we're gonna clip every joint here, guys. I've already told you this in some videos, but if you haven't seen the videos, on the first course, we clip every single seam. There's a seam there. Every 8 feet, there's going to be a seam. right here. There's a seam. Hey, Tuna, when you're clipping these, try to keep the block even, okay? That block needs to be pulled up a little bit. He's clipping it. Big Papa. Putting that one in there, and we got to end up with a 32-inch piece. Have a 32-inch piece. So 32, guys, will fall on.
Is that still on the line down there?
32 will fall on a line right here. So if it falls on a line, you do not need to have a common seam because these will lock in. These lugs will lock in. If you fall off the line, you will not be able to lock them together. So you'll have to have a common seam with a plywood plate, if that makes sense. 32 should work. Yeah, so what we're doing, making a T-corner here, guys. So we butted this up here. We cut a pass through here. I didn't cut it as wide because of that plastic ties right there. I got enough concrete going through there. We put a rebar in here, and you got these knives here that Nudura sells. Got the little hook and the point on them. So we're on our line here, and Terry checked that side's good. So I'm gonna try to line it up where your rebar is, and you poke it through, and you just kind of wiggle it like this. And she'll poke through there. I'm gonna ease through. I like to take that chunk that it pops out and just throw that out of the way. And then I'm gonna angle it up a little bit, like this. I'm gonna hook that right on my rebar like that. Got that screw gun?
I don't
Did you
have.
get a screw gun?
I didn't get the screw gun.
We need a screw gun.
All right, now he's gonna fasten these knife blades right
like
through where those ties are.
I like to angle the screw a little bit like that, and that'll suck it in better. Make sure you're where you want to be. See how it pulls it together?
I'll check tonight, make sure everything else there. Okay.
Once you got that pulled tight, the next screw, I like to put a couple screws in it. This one doesn't need to be angled. So that holds her together. Now we got a situation over here though. I'll show you how we're gonna handle that. What the heck is holding that?
The whole wall.
Okay, so we got a situation here where this can't stab through because we got that in the way. See? That's hitting the stud, so way to fix that. I can't stab through. You could go outside of here and kind of bend it. So we could do that, I suppose. There's a couple different ways to solve it. Or you can take an old one. We cut these off after we're done. Like we'll come back and zip them off and save these. You can bend this around. Actually, that one's get a longer one. Take one of these and kind of bend it. It's just a way you can reuse stuff. And make a little deal like that. So that's what we're gonna do here, because we don't want to deal with that. So I'm just gonna put this on the inside of here. See how that screw right into your stud there. And what I'm gonna do with this one is kind of angle it.
Can you push on that, Bailey? Yep.
Put another screw in for good measure. Just right into that plastic. There. I'll hold it there. And I'll put another knife at the bottom down here. We'll put a short piece of rebar in there. I'll show them that in a minute.
Okay.
So this is what it looks like, guys, when it's finished. We got two knives on this side. Short piece of rebar in here on the bottom that snaps up because your hooks are upside down there. You can see it kind of pulls up into the hook. You don't want it in these holes because it'll pull out. You want it in one of these two holes because of the angle of the hole, if you can see that. I'll actually show you on one of the blocks. This is a corner block. You can see how the One goes one way and one goes the other way. So you want it so you don't pull the rebar out of there. So you want it in this hole here. So it pulls against itself. That makes sense, I hope. And then we just put these angle braces on, like I showed you, because we couldn't stab through. Normally you would put 2 on each side of here and 2 on here. But if you run into this situation like this, we always save these. Like when this concrete dries, I'll take a zip wheel and cut this off, and I'll save these. You can splice your blocks together with them too. You can use them for different things. And right here, they work good for that. That'll hold that right together. Got a couple screws into there. Just gotta make sure you screw into your plastic. That T-corner is not going anywhere. And we're only pouring this 2 courses high, so there's not a lot of pressure on it. These guys are actually working on the other one. Should be the same situation over here. We're gonna end up needing the same thing because that's right where the stab through wants to be. Terry's putting that one in.
Short piece
When you
of
stab
rebar.
these through, pull these pieces out of there, Terry.
Yep.
So they're not in the wall, you know what I mean? We can blow them out with the leaf blower. We'll blow that out with the leaf blower. You don't want to leave this scrap in the wall, guys. So he's gonna do this. We got to do this 4 times, guys. We got to do it over here and over there and there. So there's 4 spots where we got to tee these together today. Okay, guys, what I'm doing here, everybody's getting ready for this pour. We're gonna drive the truck right across this footer, but we're gonna put some of that dirt right there. I'm on the Mini. I'm gonna build like a dirt ramp across that. That way we can back this truck. We got a conveyor truck today. We can back it right up to this wall and pour this whole thing. That's what we're up to today. We're gonna pour this stem wall and our porches and stuff. And I did this on purpose. I'm not gonna pour the garage section. That way I can do this half here and then do the garage after, and I can unbury this footer and build my garage. But right now I'm gonna take some of that dirt and just, like I said, make a ramp over that footer and kind of shape everything down so that concrete truck can drive right in there. So that's what I'm thinking today. Try to make it a little easier for us. And we won't need to spend $1,000 on a pump. We can get a conveyor for like 200 bucks. So that'll save a lot of work and a lot of money. That's why I'm doing that this way. Okay guys, we're all ready for concrete here at the project on the pond here. We got our bracing all up. And we just built bracing out of 2x. We put a 2x6 flat and then one on top of it, and then we kicked it off with these shorter 2xs. And we put stakes in the bottom. We ran a string line down there too, guys, with a 2-inch block. Then you take a 2-inch little block and you check it down through there. And after we pour it, we can adjust it a little bit, but that's how we did it. Everything's ready to pour. We got our ramp built. You seen me on the excavator putting this ramp in. So we got a good couple feet above the footer there, so we won't hurt the footer backing them big trucks in there. We can back that truck right up to here. We should be able to pour that whole back with the first truck, and then there's going to be a balance, and we should be able to hit this front wall here with the balance truck. Should be able to drive right in. We got these porches here. Everything's ready to rock and roll. Try to get some video footage of us pouring it for you. Mud's here. You're gonna back right on that road, buddy. Hey Tuna, grab my tripod out of the truck, will you? I'm gonna back them right off this road that I build them. Right across that road. Nice. That a little better for you?
Oh yeah.
You can reach it now, huh? Better than the footer, huh, buddy? I made you a nice road here. We're gonna pour the house first and then do the garage tomorrow, so we can get in there now. Here's the setup, guys. Looks like we're gonna reach, so that'll be good. Good, huh? Closer?
Oh yeah, we got you. Okay.
Whoa!
Got it?
You got it right there.
I can get you another.
No?
Okay.
We're good. Real close, his arm there to the wall.
What's that?
His back of his arm looks pretty close to the
Yeah,
wall.
he's got about that much.
Yeah. I think so. You check it. We got a port all the way to there. Okay. I think we can get to here, right? Oh yeah, we're good.
Oh, yeah.
We're good.
Good eye, good eye.
Yeah, yeah. I tried with my eye. Okay guys, that's the first 8 yards of the pour. We shot right out of the truck. Now we got a second truck. He's gonna have to shoot onto the conveyor of this truck. So we moved him over. He should be able to drive right in here and shoot right onto there. And we can finish up this section here where Chris is. We gotta come over to here, pour this back wall, and then a little bit over there, and we're good. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't gonna hurt nothing. The floor? Come on, Buck. We ain't that good. Looks like he's gonna make it. Okay guys, so what we want to do now is clean our footer, because we're going to be laying styrofoam board on here, and we're going to be putting a waterproof membrane on here, and I'd like to bring it down over the footer a little bit. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to clean all this crap off the footer so that we got room for our styrofoam and all that. And same thing on the inside of the porch. This being frost protected, I got to put styrofoam in this whole porch before I backfill it. So we're going to clean this inner footer. We don't have to worry about in here because that's just going to get buried. There's nothing in there. But this outside, all the way around, it's easier to clean it now than later. These guys are going down through right now and cleaning it. And we're getting all the concrete off these nubs here on the outside here. We're going to cut this back down so we can pour our floor on top of here. So this will get sawed out of here after it dries. But that's what we're doing right now. We just finished pouring. It went really good. No issues at all. So that's how we did it. And I'm going to dig that ramp out of there with the excavator, because we're going to start building the garage here in a couple minutes. We're going to start, once we clean up here, we're going to snap some lines on the footer, and we're going to tie our garage in, which is going to go around here. And I got to dig that ramp that I built out of there. That's what we're going to do now.